So Kamala Harris and her VP pick Tim Walz have been doing the rounds lately. Don't get me wrong. They're still avoiding the media. They will not sit down for interviews, but they are attending little rallies and events. And of course, right now, the Democratic National Convention is underway. And I've been paying attention. And I've noticed something kind of strange. I've noticed a big difference in the events that Kamala Harris and Tim Walz attend and the events that Donald Trump attends. There's a big difference, and I want you all to tell me if you notice it as well. I'm about to play a quick little clip. As you watch the clip, I want you all to pause the video, and I want you all to let me know what you notice. I don't want to tell you what I see right now because I don't want to taint your thoughts. But right after the clip, I'll be right back to tell you what I think. So, were any of you all paying attention to the Secret Service agents that were protecting Tim Walz? Did you notice that there was a lack of 5'4" out-of-shape women protecting Tim Walz? And the same goes with Kamala Harris. I've been watching these events. The Secret Service agents look much different, which is weird because the Democratic Party is the party of diversity, equity, and inclusion. But it turns out they only believe in that when it comes to Secret Service agents protecting Donald Trump. They don't believe in the DEI nonsense when it comes to who's protecting them. So I don't know, I find it really strange that Tim Walz is protected by, all of these dudes. Meanwhile, on the day that Donald Trump got shot, half of his security detail were women. It was literally 3 women, about 5'4", 5'5", who were trying to get Trump into the car after getting shot. One of them was overweight and could not even holster her weapon. Now, to be clear, obviously, I have no problem with short, curvy women. In fact, that's what I prefer. But I just don't think they have any business being Secret Service agents. And to be fair, neither do I. I'm out of shape as well, which is why I'm a YouTuber instead of the Secret Service. But I just find it funny that the party that's all about DEI, there's not much diversity within the people that are protecting them. Why is there such a drastic difference between the Secret Service details? Why am I seeing a bunch of grown men protecting Tim Walz and Kamala, while a bunch of 5'4" incompetent women, and I say incompetent because they couldn't even holster their weapon, they didn't even block or provide a body shield for Donald Trump. One of them was hiding behind the dog pile. You know what I mean? Why are these people assigned to Donald Trump and J.D. Vance? I've been paying attention to J.D. Vance's Secret Service detail as well, and it's filled with women. But Tim Walz, he's got a bunch of buff dudes following him around, and they don't even let you really get close to the guy. And it just shows you the drastic difference. It shows you that the people who scream the loudest, they're not really about what they say they're about. They don't practice what they preach. It's the rules for thee, not for me. I mean, you have this situation here, and at the DNC. The DNC is surrounded by a border wall, a border fence, a security perimeter. And listen, I have no problem with that. But the Democrats acted as if, it was the end of the world when Trump wanted to build a wall. When Trump talks about security at our southern border, they go crazy. But they understand the need for security when it comes to securing them at their little events. So they'll build a makeshift wall around the DNC, but they don't want a wall at the southern border. They don't want any security at the southern border to protect us from the violent people pouring into our country. But they want a strong border outside of the DNC to protect them from violent people, entering into their convention. So they're just a bunch of hypocrites. And it just keeps, there's just little details that keep coming out. And if you pay attention, you will notice how hypocritical these people are. The party of DEI, not a woman Secret Service agent in sight. Meanwhile, at the Butler rally, there were 20, 30, 40, 50 of them. And all of them were running around not knowing what to do. It's absolutely insane. But this is what we're dealing with in this country currently. But for now, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell. And if you find yourself getting too worked up by all of this, remember, it's just political cinema.